Hey guys, Bolt Shooter here. We're for a finally it's been a while and in less than. So basically don't pay any attention to my last video. My last video is only for newbies, people that are newcomers. Basically, if they just walked into my channel and want to see what it's all about. And that's basically the trailer they will be presented when they come in. So this one is about Star versus the Forces of Evil because that series finished and it was one of my favorite series to date that has just finished. And it is ending the cartoon era here soon. If you guys haven't realized, we have the Amazing World of Gumball finishing. It is finishing because it's unconfirmed about movie. Um, there's a lot of stuff wrapping up. We had the regular show and Adventure Time. Things just, not looking good for cartoons. Like, we're getting new ones, but not as many as we did in these, early 2000s. And it's almost not looking good when we hit 2020. We are getting some things, but it's not, hold on a second. But it is not a good thing for how many we're losing to how many we're gaining. We're not meeting supply and demand. We're giving away too many shows to get. It's basically you're giving away so many shows and you're not making a profit from it. So here we are at the end of the cartoon era. But basically, 2 minutes, I will start it. So, yeah. Sadly, no Star versus the Force of Evil. Alright, so we just start on Muni. We have Star Butterfly. She is the next in line for the Butterfly family, which is the royalty of this dimension's people, which are basically butterflies slash human inbrids. Basically, magic flows through them to make them be able to do things like butterfly form, magic blast, and all that. And they are given out on, I think it's their 13th birthday, they are giving a magic wand to be able to do things like magical blast. Trying to think. And then, of course, Star is the main character. Her mother's the queen at the moment. Her name's Moon. Her father's the king. His name's River. Basically, because of her more rapid behavior and excitable nature, she's sent to Earth to get more under control. We meet her co-star Marco Diaz, his family, Raphael, and I forgot his mother's name, but basically they just do these whole best friend things. They get these dimensional scissors to go in multiple places. You meet Star's best friend, Ponyhead. You meet a lot of characters that become friends, like Jana, Fergus, and I don't remember the other one that's a Marco friend. You meet Jacqueline Thomas, the love interest of Marco. You meet Star's ex, Tom, who's the next in line for the Hell dimension. It's a demon dimension. Um, Ponyhead is the next in for a Ponyhead dimension. But then you meet all these things that are so good, like goblin dogs. There's a place just for dancing. There's actually a big part of season 1 is a guy called Ludo wants to steal the wand from the butterfly family to become all powerful. He's basically part of the monster side of Muni. So there's a Mumin, a monster, and I guess part of that dimension is the demon dimension. So there's basically 3, 4 different. Actually, the pony heads is another one. So is the spider bites. I'm trying to remember. Spider bites, pony heads, mumins, monsters, and demons. I think I got that right. But they're all in the same dimension. They're all parts of different kingdoms. But Muni is the basic one because they have the most magic. It's overpowering, but demons can also run into them. Uh, there's a place that works with the Queen of Muni, known as the Commission. You have Romulus, the basically imprisons anyone who's superly evil. You have his like mentor, Lakeman, who's basically the wise part of the commission. You have no, I just said Romulus. You have Omni Omni. Omnitraxis, that's what his name's. He basically watches over time and space. Father Time, which is below him, but Father Time controls time basically. Um, and then you have Hekapu. She is the one who rules over dimensional travel. And if you earn it, you get dimensional scissors to be able to go to wherever you want to go. First two seasons are basically, hey, you have a wand. Can I have that wand? No. Okay. And then at the end, like nearing the end, you meet another person that's a reptile, which I forget what they're called, like the species, but you meet Toffee, who is an undestructible lizard person. You kind of get a little bit of a feeling that he may have something background with the butterfly family, but he's the mastermind. He takes Ludo out of the picture because he's like, you're pathetic as a villain. He basically finally captures Marco, forces Star to use a whispering spell to destroy her wand, and it basically cleaves it to where there's two wands. Because in season two, Ludo finds the wand where you figure out it's shrouded in darkness, which actually that connects with Star's wand. And when Star is using it, it empowers the second wand. So Star's having this new fancy half crowned wand. You learn that she's not exactly still doing things right. Um, we also explore things like there's a magical book that goes with the wand, and it basically has a guide known as Glossaric, who's the most powerful being of all, and he's the one who created the High Commission. And they basically call him Dad, but they don't really because they're kind of mad about him. Um, there's also another person that lets him um, he created another being, but it's not on the commission. It's like a boat giraffe that makes him go through like time and all that. It's a different method else than the. It's basically another person for him to go to. But season 3 is basically what happens when Glossaric is taken, and then Ludo is actually being whispered to by Toffee, who is inside the wand, who actually is the evil magic and is inside the realm of magic, which is basically where all magic comes from. And he contains it. It makes, he infects it and basically makes it unusable. He tries to use that against it in season 3, but he's like first 5 episodes. He's actually there. Like he's using Toffee as the thing, but Star, of course, learns her butterfly mood because in season 1 there was the Mew Birdie episode, which basically says, "Hey, here's your little wings. When you have you can deep down, which is the strongest part of the Wilder's magic. You be able to go to butterfly mode." She goes butterfly mode, kills Toffee, goes back to her normal life, but then, oh, what's this? Moon has a background. She actually was the one who cut off Toffee's finger. She made it a thing with the most evil queen of all, who actually was imprisoned by Romulus in one of his diamond-looking things. And ta-da! Queen Eclipsa's the new maybe villain of the series. And she made a deal with Moon. Basically, if you kill Toffee, I get free. And because of Toffee's death, she's free. Um, but of course, they get it under wraps very quickly. She's arrested, like imprisoned until further notice. You learn that Moon lost her mother to Toffee, which I can't remember all these names, but Then you learn that Glossaric can come back, but he's not. He's like a pet more than a person during this season. The whole big thing is that you learn that there was this thing at season one known as the. It's like a place for princesses to be behaviored. Like basically, if Star was to go there, it's this pretty perfect princess that they're gonna make her into. Um, and Saint Olga's Reform School for Wayward Princesses, I think it was. And Saint Olga is actually the daughter of Eclipsa that was thrown away by the High Commission to be replaced by Festivia, which is a citizen, not a butterfly person. And because of Eclipse's former forced into relationship husband was like, hey, let's do this. There's also you learn that the father of this Saint Olga is the most evil freaking person of the monsters, the king of the monsters, the one who took over after, who was in charge before Toffee, and that would be Globgor. Globgor is the lover of Eclipsa and also the father of Saint Olga, who turns out to be half monster, half human, half royalty, and also has eternal powers. Basically, suck the life off someone, and you get to be living forever. And ta-da! She has powers and monster powers, and she sucks the life out of everyone. At season 3, season 4 comes around. Hey, I'm gonna be taking everyone's powers and yeah, Star mastered her butterfly form. After Meteora is like on a rampage, Eclipse finally says, alright, I know you're my daughter and all, but you still can't kill people, and you can't destroy the kingdom because I don't want you to. I got the wand back from Star, so you're going to be gone. She tries to kill Meteora, but because of her magic is so strong, and it basically makes it a collapse of magic, and Meteora is reborn as a baby. Hold on. And ta-da! She goes to Globgor. Then, instead of the Muni capsule that was destroyed in season 3, they all moved there, and Moon makes a new civilization elsewhere after she is found because she was corrupted by Meteora by a star in the magic dimension, comes back, but then forgets everything, but is remembered, and then remembers everything, goes into another part of like the Muni area, makes a new kingdom where everyone's dependent on her, but whatever. And then half the munis and all the monsters come to Eclipse's side. Um, Basically, it's a trying to trust Eclipse season. Until like the very end, Globgor is freed. The High Commission is in bad taste. Um, oh, and she was also in season 1. I'm forgetting what her name is. Mina. Mina Loveberry is the big villain of this season. She basically tries to kill all the monsters just because, whatever. And basically, Star destroys the magic to save them all, which means no High Commission, no Glossaric, and no dimension traveling. So Marco's sent back to Earth, and Star goes back to Muni. No magic, so whatever. And then Star and Marco do end up going back into the magic dimension in between the collapse of it, and it basically makes another explosion of magic appear just for the clap or like the collision of every dimension. Every single dimension just inverted and smashed together. Um, I know it's basically only Earth and Muni that you see, but I'm going to go ahead and say all the dimensions have some relativity to each other. Um, But basically, it's just, hey, boy and girl don't seem likely. They see other people, but they're together at the end. But that was it. Basically, Star versus. That was 13 minutes. So this is just going to be what happened. We also have the Gumball one, and see the Amazing World of Gumball regular show. You know what? I'm just going to do regular show right now because. Yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm going to do Cartoon Network regular show and Gumball and Adventure Time because they're all in a short story basics. But this is going to be a summary of Star Versus. I also, after doing those 3 short ones in one go, I will also be doing another revised version of my Five Nights at Freddy's one. In Less Than sucked. I'm sorry, but I have a brand new story. One that just blows the other one out of the water. So keep in tune. We have 3 Cartoon Network stories being resolved: Adventure Time, regular show, and Gumball. And then we'll come back for Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's World Part 12. The chipper ending will be coming out later today after I do some Xbox stuff. I have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and The Evil Within coming out. It's going to be fun today. We have no more Lego Star Wars except for one more episode, guys. I'm doing one more episode of Lego Star Wars, and that will be after I achieve everything. That means all characters, our power bricks, try to get all the gold bricks, and all the other things like collectibles, like all the little capsules you can collect. It's going to be a bit before I do all that. Like maybe a month at the most. I'm going to play that when I have free time. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with these series because I don't want to throw them out like I was doing the Lego Star Wars. Infinite Warfare is another story. I want Call of Duty done. I'm actually fed up with that series. It's just something I want to get done on my channel at this point. So Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, and World at War will be smashed completely into bits. And then I learned that I have 2 more Call of Duties in my library of games. I have the original Modern Warfare and Ghost. Yeah, you're getting those 2 as well. So 5 other more Call of Duty stories before we're finished with them for a while. Because I'm going to do all of them at some point. I don't know about the original trilogy, but I will be getting to Modern Warfare 2 and 3. The brand new Modern Warfare coming out, Black Ops 4, World War 2, and what was the other ones? Advanced Warfare. Alright, but basically that's what's happening with Call of Duty. The Evil Within also is coming out. I hope they have another one of those because that's amazing for a game. I also have on my thing, before I do any other games, of course I'm going to finish the 3 Call of Duties and the Evil Within first, but we have Mortal Kombat X, we have Titanfall 2, and what are the other games I have? Okay, so Infinite Warfare and Evil Within 2 are working side by side. So is Black Ops 3 at some point. Halo 5, the remake of the Fallout New Vegas story, and I may do a thing on The Witness. But that's basically it. I don't know about Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 because I don't feel like doing some cheap crap. I don't like Xenoverse at all. But anyhow, if you guys like this video, then thumbs up. And if you did, subscribe my content. Go to B.O.L.T to see the rest of my stuff. Don't forget to hit that ding 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 bell to make sure you get notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.